We're talking about Christmas, but and how Christmas is a time of giving and family. If I was Jesus, I'd be a little mad about Christmas.
Why?
Because
it's a holiday that technically doesn't belong to him. It's just kind of.
But we gave it to him.
We did give it.
So we're gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
Let's be right about it, man.
Okay.
Because now with Christmas, we gave it to Jesus as his birthday.
Right.
And that's my birthday, man.
Yeah.
Just let me have one day. Y'all fucking up every day of the week. Let me have one day.
Right.
And Christmas used to be, it used to be about peace on earth. Now it's about commercialism and consumerism.
It's been like that for a while.
It's been like that for a while.
Yeah.
But at one time, I would like to think that,
I don't think it ever was what you think it was.
You're like, wow, fuck your thoughts.
Fuck your thoughts.
I'm sorry to break it to you.
Well, what about family, Tommy?
People hate their families.
And that I would like to think there was a time that families loved each other.
No, never.
Can I at least have Santa Claus?
No, because you know why? He doesn't exist either.
But the concept.
No. It's all a lie.
Christmas is fucked.
Basically.
We can't even have Santa Claus. Let's just say that Santa Claus did exist.
Okay.
Let's just say that Santa Claus was really living up to the image in the meaning that he's trying to convey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we fucked that up too.
Oh.
Yeah, well, look at we talking about the Krampus.
Oh. The anti-Santa.
The anti-Santa Claus. The satanic Santa.
Yeah, basically.
You know what I mean? Like even Santa, like it ain't really Santa, but somebody went and just made an evil Santa anyway.
Yeah, it's like a devil Santa.
It's like a devil Santa / child molester. He likes to grab.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He loves the children.
He loves to grab kids and don't really hurt them. He talking about they say that he punishes kids.
Yeah.
Like, when people just laugh at Santa Claus ain't gonna do shit. Fuck Santa Claus. Santa's like, okay, you want to be like that? I see now. For those little motherfuckers, I gotta send that Krampus after your ass. And the Krampus don't punish kids. The Krampus takes them and rapes them. Like some weird shit. The Krampus, like,
the kids in chains and shit.
But it's weird because, when we think about child molestation, it's like, I think a kid would even like, damn, he didn't even touch me in the usual place. He's licking my forehead and shit.
Yeah.
That's that 50 Shades of Grey Krampus shit going on right there.
Yeah.
And that kid look at that kid even scared. The kid like, what the fuck,
What's
man?
happening right now?
Fuck off me, dude.
Say cool, man.
Kid just confused.
Your hairline is delicious.
Kid ain't gonna have no hairline by the time it's done.
Lick that shit back.
He lick that shit clean. But anyway, people, the Krampus, that's a thing. I believe. What is it? No, is it? What region is it from? Scandinavian, I believe. We got it wrong. Well, it's somewhere around that region, but that's their version of Santa Claus. They're like, fuck that. We have a guy who don't give gifts. We have a guy who goes out there and fuck. Like the fucking fool on Christmas.
Yeah.
Let me get one call from Santa.
Not only is he gonna fuck your family up, anyone in the proximity of your home is fucked.
The UPS guy ain't done shit.
Yeah, if he delivered some shit on Christmas Eve or around Christmas during Krampus is around,
yeah,
he's fucked too.
What was his crime? Bringing a package to your house.
Yeah.
Doing his job. But the Krampus.
When you watch this shit, you're gonna be like, am I watching a remake of Christmas Vacation right
Exactly.
now? It's like that. Almost exactly like that.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. And when the rest fuck everything you about, that letter goes up in the sky and Santa says, all right, you want to talk that shit? Yeah. I got to give it to my enforcer.
That's it.
The evil Santa. You're going to be wishing for me after I send this dude. And that's when the Krampus shows up. Krampus is all about people who don't appreciate Christmas and can't be nice to each other. And Krampus says, don't worry, Max. You know what, boy? He says, I know you asked me for my help, but just because you in the same space, I'm probably gonna fuck you up too.
Yeah. Mind your step.
One of the first things that I noticed with this that I don't like, within 5 minutes, everyone in this family annoys me, man. I know that that's what families do on holidays. It's a joke now. Everybody gets on each other's nerves. But usually what happens is it's a gradual, slow burn of people getting on each other's nerves.
Yeah.
Usually people try to put up some airs of being nice.
Yeah.
they really do try to push it too hard to make these people assholes. You know, either they're spineless and they take shit from the asshole family, or the family are assholes. Like David Ketchner, when he comes in with his wife Allison Toll, he ain't even related to the family. He's the brother-in-law.
Yeah.
But the moment that he rides on the porch, before he even walks through the door, he's talking shit.
Crazy talk radio for 6 hours. We brought you a little taste of...
That little boy.
That motherfucker right there, man.
That little fat kid.
Did he bother you as much as he bothered me?
He bothered me because they treat him like, I didn't understand. It's like,
I didn't either.
Is he mentally ill? Is he retarded? Is he just being an asshole? He don't talk to anybody? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Like people say hi to him, he just sit up there.
Yeah,
and the only time he
fucking stupid.
Yeah, the only time he like gets lively is when somebody puts food in front of his face.
Yeah, he'll eat the fuck out of that, but he still won't say anything.
Yeah. All y'all get in a fucking car and get the fuck out my house.
Oh, you goddamn right.
This
ain't a black family. You know, because if it was a black family, this shit would have been over and done.
That shit would have been done.
Oh, yeah.
You niggas want to talk shit, get your ass back in the car and get the fuck out my house.
Let me help you with your gifts. Get this shit out my house.
Throwing it at their heads and shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers fall in the snow.
Lost your goddamn
mind. It's just hard for me to take that. Who would take that this family would be so spineless? You know, what you're really there to see is the Krampus attack. Because with this, the whole thing is that, now this is from the guy that did Trick or Treat. Yeah,
Michael Daughtry.
Michael Daughtry, he's the guy that directed that, and he directs this too. Apparently he has a thing for fucking up holidays, but...
Trick or Treat worked for me.
Trick or Treat was great.
Yeah.
And one of the things about that is that he had great imagery in that, man. And he kind of does the same thing here. We want to see the Krampus attack because we know that when he attacks, he's going to turn all these symbols of Christmas and pervert them into like evil symbols and monsters.
Yeah, some poltergeist type shit.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, man, well, I can't wait to see when he brings his evil toys with him where they attack the family, which, by the way, I want to see this family get killed anyway because I don't like any of them. And when that happens, so you got the Krampus, a badass devil Santa.
Yeah.
And you thinking he should be bringing in the demons of hell with him.
Yeah.
Armies of Satan with him.
Right.
And instead, when he comes in, who are his henchmen?
Gingerbread Man.
Gingerbread Man. Yeah. Motherfucker, the minions, those little yellow minions from the movies. Yeah. From Despicable Me are more intimidating than these things.
Very true.
Look at that, little delicious gremlins. That's what they are.
They're not like super powered or anything. They're cookies. They're still cookies. You can pick one up and eat it and you're fine.
They're cookies.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, his henchmen are cookies and milk.
Merry Christmas, Mother.
Okay, that motherfucker's kind of threatening.
You look at the candy cane.
Yeah, look at the cane. Yeah, he's ready to take
in the eye. He's
ready to take his eye. All right, that one right there, that one's a little off.
That's the crazy one.
That's the crazy one. That's the one who really got anger problems and shit. I tell you, I was about to blow these things off, man. I was like, if all you got are cookies and milk, I'm just saying this before I say, if all you got are cookies and milk, then you can cut this shit off right now.
Luckily, he has something else that creeped me the fuck out.
But
I got it.
When my guard went down, when he brought up that fucking predator clown, I was like that. I'm like, ah!
In the trailer, I saw that. I'm like, oh, this is some silly shit. I laughed at that. Because first of all, in my head, I didn't know the scale of it. I thought it was like a little, Jack in the Box type. I thought it was little. I didn't know it was. The thing is huge.
Yeah, and
it's really fucking big.
Yeah, I thought it was like something like the size, like you say, like a Jack in the Box. Yeah. No, that motherfucker's the size of a goddamn Great Dane or something, man.
Yeah, bigger than that.
And there's just also something about toys like plastic and fabric with real meat inside of them.
Does that get you too?
Yes.
That creeps me out also. I thought I might have been the only one, but that freaked me out. The fact that it looks like a toy, but it has the anatomy of the fucking, like, what's that shit from Star Wars?
Oh, the Rancor monster out in the fucking desert,
Like a mouth like that.
You expect Boba Fett to fly out his mouth and shit.
Yeah.
I know you. See, I get from you that you like the movie. I think you like the movie more than me because my whole thing is that with all these cool things that they've introduced, and most of them visual for me, they don't do much with the story. The story is a formula that really doesn't kick into gear into the last 20 minutes of the movie. Most of the time, we either spending time with these lame jokes about hating each other's families. Oh, you know what? Like even one of the jokes is, oh, look, the kids are fat. You know, that's it. That's why we dislike them, because they're fat and they're mean. But visually, they're funny. The other part, when the horror finally kicks in, because this is a horror comedy, they resort to a formula of that whole thing of being trapped in a space, a vulnerable space, while something outside is stalking them. And to me, that was they spent way too much time on that without showing you too much. Krampus, he knows his horror movies. He's got a list of cliches, and he's checking that shit twice. Everything that you've seen done in Night of the Living Dead or Assault on Precinct 13 or something, you know, it's because the Krampus checked it off. He's like, hey, car, break that shit. Make sure nobody can drive it. Check. Bring a big storm in so nobody can get into town. Check.
Correct.
Knock over every cell tower and that's nearby so nobody has a cell phone.
All right.
You know, it's
and are those other two movies not good?
Well, no, they're good, but
I mean, sometimes in certain type of movies, because this is that kind of movie. That's what it is. They're trapped. You have to do certain things, you know. Otherwise, they'll just say, "Why don't they just call someone?"
Well, I know you have.
You got to.
I know you have to do that, but no. Second of all, you don't have to do that.
Well, what? Okay. That's an easy way out, sure enough, but it keeps things going.
You don't have to do that.
Okay.
You can look. It's all in the writing. That's what I'm saying. This movie doesn't really try to do anything outside of let's just introduce some visually scary things. And then when it does get freaky, it's freaky. I mean, we haven't even shown you what the elves look like that break out with little inspiration. I'm not saying don't do them. I'm saying don't do them if you can write that clever.
Yeah,
but
you write clever.
I'm not expecting everybody to reinvent a genre.
Right.
But you don't have to come in and do it in such a plain, uninspired way that it's just, there's a difference between taking cliches and applying them in a creative way and just taking them and just applying them as we see all the time. You understand?
And I have to disagree because I think he did apply. I agree with the throwback movie.
I know.
This shit is such a fucking throwback, man. Just the way, look, if you see the clip of
and not even in a way that is that reaches the quality level of the thing that you're trying to pay homage to.
Yeah.
But I think that you could, but even with like I said, man, even with some of the stuff that they do here, like even with the creatures that you have, they don't do much with them. None of them have a personality. I mean, every one of these creatures do is they're very aggressive. They're losing their shit, and they just try to eat your face off.
I mean,
and they film it real close to where you can tell that somebody off camera is shaking the bottom of them.
I found that to be funny. I like practical effects, man. This one has a lot of them. Besides those fucking gingerbread men.
I'll give you
that, man. I found
that
humorous, man. I dug that.
I'll give you the practical effects part. That shit is 10 times more horrifying than anything I see in CG.
Yeah.
That's why it makes it so scary, because that shit looks like I can touch it.
Yeah.
Or it can touch me.
It can bite your fucking hand off.
It was like a caterpillar crossed with a jester, man. It's scary. This shit is scary, man.
Just you saying that sound.
It does, doesn't it? Shit is frightening. Everything they've done in here with the comedy, we've seen 30 years ago done better with National Lampoon's Vacation.
It's pretty much a remake, so like a horror version.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing is, if you so choose, it can work as a Christmas movie. I know it's very dark, but when you think about it, so was It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life is sort of a cautionary tale. I mean, we see
it's like a Twilight Zone episode.
It is like a Twilight Zone episode. It's a cautionary tale. It has a happy ending to it, but it's a cautionary tale about they don't fuck with Christmas. I'm more blunt.
I think children. I vote. Take your kids to see this.
Yeah,
I think kids really should see this movie.
Yeah, now keep fucking around when we get home.
Yeah, exactly.
Call that Krampus on your ass.
You want to scream and shit for Santa? What's that thing called? The little the jester. The jester worm will come and
the jester caterpillar come get you. Your ass will wake up with a wet forehead. You keep fucking around. What's up?
No, wake up like,
yeah, shit. He was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see what he does with that.